Hey guys, quick little update. So a few folks around the Melbourne area that started doing no prep drag racing. So that's the usual short course chassis, two wheel drive, slashes and whatnot. And they look absolutely amazing. The bodies, the tires, and everything it just looks so damn cool. But just didn't want to buy another chassis. But then, just in the interest of getting more people interested, I started doing touring car on foam. I figured, hey, that's something I can do. So, put this together from spare parts from one of my old race chassis. So it's an old Yokomo BD7. That's the chassis, and literally this is just stuff out of the spares box that I had for it. I mean, not everything's there. So the body posts are mismatched. Couldn't find the right steering post. So I'm just using one of these shaft thingies and for the drivetrain, and spaced it out with some extra bearings. Seems to be working fine. There's no slop or anything like that, so it's okay. It's working for now. For the electronics, it's a 3000 milliamp graphene 3 cell, which is puffed up and just on its last legs, but still giving out some decent punch. The electronics are the same out of the TO7 slapper challenge that we did last year. So we did on Melbourne Speed. So the whole idea was that you don't need really fancy electronics or something to go fast, and we managed to get just over 100 miles out of this. Could have gone a little bit faster, but we lost time because the deadline was Easter. And I just ended up getting rid of the car altogether. But anyway, 7700 kV Castle motor, Hobby Wing ESC. I believe this is the 150 amp or something. Just one of the cheap ones. Like I think this ESC cost me like $80, but it still goes really well. Other than that, bearings are completely shot on this thing. The cake full with dust. The front belt's missing teeth. Uh, and overall, it's just really, really nasty. It's just stuff that I replaced and didn't throw out, and I just pieced it back together. It's working. It's working. But it's interesting. I'm really enjoying this. It's a completely different setup to a speed car or a track car, for that matter. The two things that I'm used to. But it's very, yeah, again, it's very interesting setting up a drag car, because the suspension and everything's completely different. How you would set it up and whatnot, and I'm having to figure it all out on my own, because it's similar to gearing and speed runs, which is completely understandable. Once you figure out your magic number or your magic setup, you like to keep it to yourself. Suspension's the same in drag racing, because that's all there is. You get the car to launch right, you've got it in the bag. The, so it's I've never set one up. I've never set up a drag chassis ever. So I'm having to learn it from scratch, just using what I do know about RC suspension. From track driving and speed runs and whatnot. Just trying to work out how it's all going to work. But yeah, the tires, I've got new tires coming in for this car. I have no idea what sure they are. These, I believe, are 40s, left over from the TO7. These are I've had these tires for years and years. I don't know what they are, they fit. So one annoying thing about this is that I have to run 26, I believe. The front's at 26, and your standard GP foam tires. So I can't run the wider 30 mils on the rear. Even if I space them out, there's first of all, I need to space it out that much that there's no tread left, or on for me to actually screw the lock nut on. So I have to use these narrow tires all around, which I suppose is fine. It's still more grip than rubber. But yeah, just thought I'd throw in a quick little update. I'm still waiting on parts from Serpent for the 748. they had a fair bit of delay in shipping out the stuff because of the coronavirus. And we're coming up to about a month, and I'm still waiting to get the stuff back. So as soon as it's here, I'll start piecing it together. The chassis is currently with Paul at Berserk. I should be getting that within the next couple of days. As soon as that's here, I'll be able to start piecing it together at the very least. And I do have enough parts to get it going, but it just won't be at that stage. Just the build that I had in my mind, it's not going to be at that stage. So those parts I'll have to wait for them whenever they show up. They are shipped. I got the notification about a week ago that they were shipped. So I'm assuming they should be here within the next couple of weeks. But until then, this will be nice. I mean, I've always been interested in drag racing. It's very cool, and the fact that you can actually do it with the limited amount of space, as compared to speed runs. The biggest issue we have is that we don't have the right road. So at the very least, this should keep me busy. And the guys are already getting really quick, so it'll be fun to kind of line up against them and see what's what. But yeah, just thought I'd throw in a quick update. Hopefully the next one, excuse me, hopefully the next video that I do will be off the 748. Yeah, I'm super excited on what Paul's done to it. Again, same approach. I just told him that, look, I need to put 2 3-cells on either side. Still haven't decided if I'm going to go parallel or series, so 6S or massive capacity 3-cell. And gave him the servo I want to use, because that's the trouble. You have to use a shorty servo. Never been comfortable using those on a speed run, so I gave him the big servo that I had, and I told him, please make it work. So it's getting a new top deck with the XLX, with the space for the XLX to be bolted straight on. It's getting side battery trays, and the servo is going to be relocated a little bit. Anyway, catch you all in the next one. See ya.